Your Body On presents a new show about incredible people and their amazing stories told in their own words.
I had to really learn resilience from the ground up.
I used to be a female, but now I'm a dude.
Most people know me as the first armless pilot.
Stay tuned for Your Body On stories starting this Thursday.
If you love watching incredible athletes kick and punch each other, then the Ultimate Fighting Championship is for you. Combining various fighting styles like boxing, wrestling, Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, for many, mixed martial arts or MMA is the ultimate expression of combat sports. You've often wondered if you could do it.
No way.
And now, you've decided to go for it. What would you need to do to prepare? And what damage could you do to your body? This is Your Body On Fighting in the UFC. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, is the most popular MMA competition, so that's your goal. You're going to train to enter the UFC Octagon. For the next year, your focus will be on becoming a fighter. Is this something you could do? And will you survive? The first thing you'll need to do is find a trainer. You're going to need a lot of help if you're going to be ready in 1 year. You'll need to build up your stamina and strength as well as your fighting skills. So, you'll follow a proven regimen. That of UFC fighter Johnny Bones Jones. Jones does intense strength work in a circuit training session. You'll start with 10 dumbbell jump squats, followed by 25 walking dumbbell lunges and 10 more dumbbell squats. You'll do this 5 times with 30-second breaks in between. Just 30 seconds?
I need a break.
Weight training 4 days a week will help build your strength and power. Oh, and be sure to hydrate and follow a diet rich in protein to keep your muscles primed. You should be eating pasta, baked potatoes, lean meat, and vegetables. You'll need to be an expert in a few fighting styles. After all, it is called mixed martial arts. Study a stand-up method like boxing and a ground style like wrestling or jiu-jitsu. Then find a local gym and start competing. You'll need to take on bigger fighters to gain a reputation. Even better, if a UFC fighter ends up in your area, challenge them to fight. Yeah, it's on, Jake Paul. You'll need to win to improve your chances of getting into the UFC. Oh, and find a good doctor and sports therapist. You're going to need help with all your injuries on your way to the big time. UFC is the biggest and best MMA promotion company in the world. It started in 1993 in the United States and was sanctioned by the Nevada Athletic Commission in 2001. In the beginning, there was concern about the violence. U.S. Senator John McCain likened it to human cockfighting and spent 15 years opposing it. MMA was banned in many states. But lucky for you, many of those bans have been lifted. If you want to compete in the UFC, you'll have to pass a physical exam to make sure your brain and body are ready. All right, you made it. You're in the UFC and you've booked a fight. Okay, as you step into the octagon, don't panic. You asked for this. You need to survive 3 5-minute rounds to have a chance of winning. Judges award points for effective striking, grappling, control of the fighting area, aggressiveness, and defense. And you can also win by knocking out your opponent. Or they may be disqualified. Keep your cool during the fight, especially if you get held in a choke. Stay calm and focus on getting out of the position. If you panic, you're done. And remember that defense is just as important as offense. You need to be aware of your weakest points. protect them and your blind spots during the match. The more hits you take, the less chance you'll have of making it to the end. If you get the opportunity, go for the knockout. The faster the match ends, the less you'll suffer. Now, chances are you'll leave the octagon in a lot of pain. Researchers at the University of Alberta found that nearly 60% of MMA fighters ended a match with some form of injury. This is significantly higher than the nearly 50% injury rate for boxers. However, boxers were more likely to be knocked out or suffer serious eye injuries. Most MMA injuries are bruises and contusions. Hopefully, that's all you'll be suffering from after your fight. And just in case you do get your butt kicked, let's find out what happens to your body when you're in a coma. We'll do that on another episode of Your Body On.